Ahoy VC, welcome to the Personal Oasis. This is the Blind Island, and today we are going to be bringing you another album review. Now, keep in mind, this is purely my opinion. If you have a different one, please leave it in the comments below, and I'd love to have a discussion with you. Now, on to the review. So for my reviews, I'm going to try and keep the format in the future down below 5 minutes. I think that's really important that I get across my opinions in a clear, concise manner without me droning on too long. I definitely want to give you that album background information and final thoughts, but I don't want to just keep you too long, you guys. So to start us off today, we are going to be taking a look at a 1979 album that completely changed the way that we view how women can be in rock and roll, and that is Marianne Faithfull's Broken English. This album was recorded after Marianne Faithfull had gone through a period of incredible hardship and tribulation. She had become a drug addict and was homeless after breaking up with her longtime boyfriend and lover, Mick Jagger. She wound up getting a heroin addiction and living on the streets of England for many years. She came out with an album in 1967 and didn't come out with another one until 1976. By that time, her voice had become ravaged by her habits and her smoking, and had turned her once almost chanteuse-like voice into a ragged, crackly version of itself, and which was used to great effect on this album. She also wanted to completely change her sound, so she brought in Steve Winwood to be on the keyboards for this record and a new producer to give her a brand new sound for the next decade. This album is raw and visceral. It basically comes out of the gate swinging right away with that cold, icy synth line for Broken English. She is not taking any crap and doesn't want to be looked at as the same flowery 60s gal she used to be. She is a weathered woman who has gone through a lot of stuff and wants you to know about it. This record doesn't hold anything back. It shows warts and all. Before Life ever came out by Keith Richards in the 2000s, Marianne Faithfull was doing it back in 1979. This record is full of just absolute gems of post-punk and post-rock, also blending lots of different genres together with reggae, international hip-hop, before hip-hop even was a thing. And it's very, very interesting to listen to this record and hear how her voice works to great effect on this album, even though it's cragged and difficult to listen to at times. The only weak point of the album that I would have to point out is her cover of Working Class Hero. Granted, it's a very good cover. However, I'm just not a fan of having covers on your record. Let it be all original material or nothing. That usually is what takes like a half point away from an album that I would otherwise consider a 5 out of 5 masterpiece. So as far as album highlights go, there are so many on this record, but I would have to say the Ballad of Lucy Jordan, originally penned by Shel Silverstein, is fantastic. One of the best songs that's on here, basically talking about a middle-aged housewife's disillusionment with her life. And I think it's really important to listen to this with open ears and realize as a husband, as a lover, that we need to be helping our partners, you know, fulfill their dreams. It's not just all about we do life together and this is how it always has to be. We shouldn't always be getting into ruts all the time. And I think that song really speaks to me. And also Broken English, fantastic track about communication and how sometimes we fail to communicate with one another as people in general. And Why'd You Do It is an absolute banger. one of those songs where it's an ultimate kiss-off to a lover who has been scorned, talking to a man who has done her wrong, and basically just telling him off the entire song. It's so awesome. It basically is like, you know, everything that Sid Vicious and all of those punkers were pretending to be, Marianne Faithfull actually was. And I love that about this album. My final thoughts on this record is that this is an amazing album that blends together lots of different types of genres to create a post-punk masterpiece. It does have that one flaw of the cover track of Working Class Hero, which just doesn't work for me. I know that the Ballad of Lucy Jordan is also a cover, but to me she really takes that song and makes it her own, and that one just doesn't quite do it for me. So I'm going to have to give this record a 4.5 out of 5. Still absolutely essential for anyone's collection. You can pick this record up for super cheap. It's usually between $4 and $8, so pick it up today. Now, what did you guys think? Did you like this record? Have you heard of this album? Have you listened to it before? Please let me know in the comments below about your thoughts and feelings. And as always, I hope that you guys have a great day on your own personal oasis. Cheers.